We try to use and source our best ingredients we can, and we just make simple, approachable food every day.
It is that philosophy that keeps people pouring into tonight's ITK destination, 9 Bean Rows in Suttons Bay. The restaurant is farm to table from top to bottom.
Yeah, the food is simple but great, and the bar may have you staying until last call. Tonight we take you inside the kitchen at 9 Bean Rows restaurant. Aptly named 9 Bean Rows in Suttons Bay has everything you want out of lunch or dinner. Comfortable, approachable food in an equally comfortable environment. Its name and beginning both come from the same place, the owner's original farm-bakery combo, and a love affair with community-supported agriculture.
A few years later, they wanted to expand, and they thought a restaurant would be a really great opportunity to make local foods more available for the county.
They kept the farmland and opened this place. Its owners stayed true to their roots, which now draw from farms across the Leelanau Peninsula, including their own in a fascinating zigzag from field to feast.
It really shows in the food itself. So we make everything from scratch using the best produce that we can, creates just delicious cuisine.
A partnership with culinary Renaissance man Paul Carlson seemed fitting. They were already familiar with his work in the kitchen. He spent the last 20 years as an industry insider, honing his skills and recipes, like this take on the Italian classic.
They're hot out of the oven.
Meatballs kind of speaks for themselves. It's a delicious, wholesome kind of, grandma's cooking style.
Old school, but it's a fair bet your grandma probably wasn't serving up elk meat as the main ingredient. Also in this meaty mix, traditional ground pork, fresh breadcrumbs, and a laundry list of Italian staples, all grown much closer to home.
So you have your herbs, you have your spices, a little bit of spice, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of crunch from that pine nut.
Smooshed together by hand and with a little mechanical aid. They're piled, pressed, and portioned out. A quick, even sear takes us from here
They got a really nice dark color on them.
to comfort food in 5 minutes flat. But it's the oven that seals the deal. Half an hour later,
We bring them up in a little bit of a fresh tomato sauce that we make here in-house. Just a really simple, classic Italian type tomato sauce.
pulled from the pan onto a waiting bed of velvety smooth polenta. A few new twists that make this old favorite worth the wait.
Who doesn't like meatballs? We like to keep it simple and keep people comfortable and, serve foods that they're interested in and are familiar with.
Nothing says familiar like a salad, but in these leafy greens lies a sense of adventure.
So it's a crispy winter salad that's really nice and fresh.
This leaner, greener addition to the menu features salted Tuscan kale, kohlrabi, sliced thin with a refreshing appley flavor, cilantro, and parsley, dressed with a little help from the blender. Inside, champagne vinegar, orange juice, fresh herbs, and olive oil. Finished with a handful of toasted almonds for extra crunch. But it's easy to fall in love with this place before you ever take a look at the menu. An intimate space with only a handful of tables tucked away into this corner or that, rustic, rough around the edges, defined by the bar. The back wall holds the owner's carefully curated collection of obscure alcohols, in line with the Prohibition-era cocktails customers love. The old-fashioned, the gimlet, the dry martini, and the house special Manhattan.
That is aged in a little barrel, so it really smooths it out. A couple cherries on top.
Well, we have our beautiful two-course meal, a nice Manhattan to round it off. It almost looks too good to eat, almost like a special work of art on every single plate. I don't know how much longer I can resist, though. That's it for us this week. We'll catch you next week on Inside the Kitchen. 9 Bean Rows is on North St. Joseph Street in downtown Suttons Bay. For more information, including a link to the restaurant's website, check out this story on 9 and 10 News.